All right, guys, we are doing our first raid that Jay's ever been a part of. The raid target is right at the end of this tunnel. Let's see what happens. He's the only one who has brought a gun. It's actually 4 versus 0, so it's an offline raid. We wanted to kill him while he was online, but he signed off too fast. It took us like 7 or 8 minutes to get here, so he's already signed off, and we decided we're still going to go on with the raid, even though it's now 4 versus 0. He does have turrets, and they're probably online, but we don't know for sure. All right, so bro, man, to get here, all you got to do is just fly in your jetpack. You're about 40 seconds away. You should be able to get here pretty easy. Yep, you're about 2 kilometers. It'll only take you 40 seconds to get here.
All right, fine.
Try to go right to the point that says attack entry point. If you try to go somewhere else, there's a small chance that you'll get shot by a turret. You can't. The last thing you want to do is expose your jetpack to line of sight to the turret. The turrets are at the front of his garage. We're here with Jay, Canadian, and Broman. I've already kind of prepped the raid. I burrowed this hole that you can see here. It's a tunnel that it's about 100 meters long and leads all the way to the back end of this guy's asteroid base. So we're going to be able to get in on a spot where we don't get shot, but there is going to be turrets in the base.
Yeah, but I don't. So what else is
we've got grinders. Grinders do take blocks out, so if you can manage to... The best way to take a turret out with a grinder is not to fly right at it. You want to fly under it and then maybe remove the block that's just below the turret. That's the best way to take a turret out with a grinder.
Will do.
That's all it takes. We don't even have anyone opposing us right now. It's 4 versus 0. All right. Ready to rock.
I was just thinking
Oh, well, it's inside of the asteroid, so the ship actually can't... I mean, you could probably shoot a couple of bullets through the hole into his ship. The thing is, that makes a lot of collateral damage. We're probably going to try to pirate what we can. We'll do whatever if you guys want to leave it intact, or if you want to have mercy. I mean, the bottom line is we're moving in. All right, so here's where I stopped burrowing, and the reason why I stopped was because I made it to the block and I identified who it was. So watch out, Canadian, because there could easily be a turret right through the wall. Okay, well, let's not blow it up. Let's keep power to the base. I need...
Do you want me to... So we can get through?
It's all on you, man. You do whatever you want.
Let's get a little extra space.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and hack this reactor and check how many ingots we just scored off of it. You guys know how to hack blocks yet?
Yeah.
All right, we got 99.9 ingots in this reactor. I'm just going to leave it as is for now.
Wait, what? I thought you said... Are they off?
No, the turrets are probably live. If I left my base for the overnight, I would...
I just got hit.
Yeah, try not... Oh, shoot. Looks like...
One's dead.
We've got our first death. Canadian shows us exactly where we can't go. You guys see where that is? If you go right there, you'll probably get shot. I don't know where the turret's at, but it's somewhere within line of sight of that floating body. I'm going to see if I can maybe grab the backpack without getting shot. Oh, look at that. I already found... Oh, yeah, you're right. It's right through that hole. Don't expose yourself to this hole here.
Yeah, I'm going to try.
Oh, I see. He says that. Do not look through that hole. Yeah, don't look. I'm going to go ahead and put a steel plate back in its spot. All right, guys, I covered the hole. You should be fine to fly right in front of it now. The turret won't fire through frameworks. Let me see if there's any stuff in his backpack. Okay, we do have the option of disabling that reactor. Should I go over there and pull the fuel? If we do that, there's a chance that the whole base will lose power and all the turrets will go down. That's assuming he has no batteries.
I don't want batteries. I don't want to go in there.
Do you guys have some other block that we can use to determine if the base is still on and have power?
I don't know.
All right, so we want to try to grab a couple of construction components and some interior plates, and we can build a seat, sit in the seat, and we'll be able to tell if we have power or not.
There's a turret right in here.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the 99 ingots from that reactor, and if we're lucky, that reactor is the sole source of power, and then that will cause the turrets to go down. Yeah. If that's the case, then that was just too easy, man. But who knows? Like, we literally came right up on the reactor as our first block. Okay, so the reactor is offline. All the fuels have been pulled. Our next objective is to determine if the base still has an alternate power supply.
This Canadian have
Has anyone found any interior plates, like maybe a cargo container, or there's a lot of blocks that contain interior plates?
died again.
Okay, if he died again, then that means that there's definitely still power. I'm going to go ahead and put the ingots back in the reactor just to ensure that we don't lose them, and I'm going to toggle the reactor off. Okay, so using the nuclear reactor as a panel, I can see that there's quite a few turrets. We have like 1, 2, 3, there's probably like 10 plus missile turrets. There's about 4 or 5 Gatlings. There's a second small reactor, so that's probably the backup power supply. If we can try to find that, we can take out all the turrets in one sweep by just taking out the other reactor. Let me see if there's batteries. This is a really weird base, people. It literally has only turrets. It's just turrets. Yeah, it's kind of looking like a decoy. It has tons of turrets, and that's it. Like, I don't even see any cargo holds or anything. It's kind of like a decoy base. But here's what we can do. We'll take it for what it's worth. We can grab all the ammo if we do it right. We should be able to get all the missiles, all the Gatling ammo, and we'll grind it all down and just claim it all as ours. At this point, I don't see any reason to leave anything. I would leave them in there. I toggled the reactor off already. We need to locate the other reactor. If you want to take the ingots out of the reactor, just make sure you bring them back to the ship without dying. The main reason why I left them in the reactor was so that you don't end up dying and losing. We'll do the trip at the end. Don't do a trip over 99 ingots. We want to disable the base. We'll probably get it to where we can drive the ship right up to the to the main entry of this thing when we can finally get all these turrets
What
out.
the other thing is.
Yeah, finding that other reactor is kind of the goal right now.
Say what you want about
Digging
me.
through. Why? Because of turrets.
Wine or whiskey.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be kind of hard.
Next time.
Let's just take out the. If you can take out a turret, go ahead and do it.
About this well.
Don't grind it all the way off. Just grind it till it's a framework, and then stick the parts back in it without welding it back.
Say that to
I'm grinding one right now.
being a sheriff.
All right, I got one turret disabled.
Got one. I got a missile turret.
Yeah, me too. I'm about to run out of energy. So,
It flows throughout all
You
lands.
set the faction in
Entire world.
yeah, it is turned that way. You can make a way. Just dig a hole.
Dig a hole, dig a hole.
I know this thing's like a landmine, kind of.
Shoot it.
I'm about to die from lack of power. There is a survival kit. If you guys spot a survival kit, let me know, so I could use power off of it.
That's like.
If you're gonna die, just try to make sure that there's nothing in your backpack other than like maybe some steel plates or something.
Steel plates.
Yeah, if you die with steel plates, no big deal. I think I'm gonna try to survive. I'm gonna fly back to the ship. I might make it. My goal is to fly back to the ship and then
Wait. It just shot. It just shot.
just fill up my fuel tank. I'm gonna just fill up my energy. Oh, there's quite a few turrets. It's
I found a thing.
filled with missile turrets.
There's another missile turret.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to spawn back too. I'm very slowly dying. I might make it to a... What I'm gonna try to do is bring back materials to build a passenger seat so that we can sit on it and fill up our energy. But it's looking like there's not gonna be any O2 on that base at all. From what I can tell, it's like he said, that it's kind of like a decoy base just filled with turrets.
Yeah, this.
Well, yeah, the last thing you want to do is grind a turret down and re-weld it, because it'll cause all the other turrets to fire on it. What you want to do is grind it down to a framework and just stick the parts back in it without welding it up. I actually managed to survive. I'm just filling up my energy. Well, either way, we're going to end up dying from oxygen, but I think you can actually fly back to the ship if you run out of oxygen. I'm going to try to do this on just one life.
Study.
So far, no deaths. Oh, I'm just counting my own deaths.
Where's Canada, by the
All
way?
right, it looks like there's no oxygen attached to this survival kit. Do you have any oxygen tanks, or you have maybe a oxygen generator with ice in it that's just not turned on? Looks like you got oxygen tanks, but they're not finished being built. So there's no oxygen or ice or generators. When you run out of oxygen, it's over.
We should be alright for now.
We've got the poor man's oxygen regen. It's called the backspace key.
Yeah,
All right, so hopefully we can get this base to where we own it within 36 more oxygen. I'm back up to full energy, full health. I'm going back in. Try to see if you can locate the enemy. You found another survival kit. Okay. Can you stay at it? And oh yeah, stay right at
Stay
it.
right at it.
Thanks.
Stay right at it.
That way, if we die, we can respawn right on it. Actually, you know how to hack it, right?
Hold on.
But here's the thing.
There's like a bunch of cockpits right here.
I don't know how any of this
Okay, well, be very careful because you need to place it in a spot where it won't blow up from the turrets. If you just, if that survival kit has line of sight to a turret and you grind it down and re-weld it, it'll just get blown up. But we do want to take control over that so we can respawn right there in the base.
Come to me and...
Yeah, I'll be there in a second. In fact, if you find the reactor, then at that point we've won. We can turn off all the reactors and every turret will go down at once. I see you, you're 20 meters. Oh dude, I found the other reactor. It's right here. Okay, we've got the whole base. Here, I'm going to go ahead and disable the other reactor, and at that point, all turrets will go offline. Two reactors, and that's it on the grid, from what I can see. If you... hold on, it's going back online. Wait 1 second.
I have access.
Okay, we've done it. We've done it. The base is turned off. I'm gonna hack the survival kit, but again, we're not gonna be able to use it because all the power is gonna be left off. So at this point, we're gonna go around, everybody hack all of the turrets. That's our next goal. You should have free reign to walk around without getting shot now. Yeah, you should be safe to bring the ship in. And we'll just start, at this point, we're just taking, at this point, it's just grind everything down, grab all the parts out of the cockpits. They might be using the cockpits as storage, I'm gonna check.
Station view.
Yeah, there is stuff in the cockpits, so check what's in it and empty what's in it before you grind it all the way off. All right, you guys in the main entryway here? I'll meet you in the main entryway. Is there still anybody over here? Okay, yeah. Here's what we want to do, bro, man. We're going to mark these turrets as taken over by leaving them as frameworks like this. Once all the turrets look just like that one, we'll know that we're ready to bring power back online. I don't think we need to turn it on. Why do we need to turn it on?
Moving to Boston
You want
alone.
me to just
If I stay here, I'll never.
Yeah, try to make it look like a framework if you can.
I'll try. But
Him
I'll
and
try.
their-
Grab parts from a working one to repair it. That way you can hack it.
I'm sorry.
Do a couple.
Somebody bringing the ship in? Okay, because I think we're practically there on the turrets. We got like one turret that I can see that's left.
Here.
Okay, so the next step is weld the turret all the way fully up, empty out all the ammo, and then grind the turret all the way off till it's gone. Only touch the turrets that aren't on fire. Yeah, you have to weld it up in order to pull the ammo out. You don't have to weld it all the way up, just till you can pull the ammo out. It's about a little over the halfway point. Looks like somebody grinded one without getting the ammo. It's okay, it happens. And actually, Jay came over and grabbed it while it was floating in the air. Usually you try to avoid it floating in the air, mainly because it can despawn, but if you're feeling lazy, just grind the turret off and make sure you grab the ammo.
Yeah.
Well, it was a successful offline raid. If it was an online raid,
That would be
it probably would have been pretty tricky because of the sheer number of turrets and the fact that he probably would have been constantly trying to... If we had assault rifles, it wouldn't have been as bad, but if he had plenty of assault rifles to try to defend, you know, from our back entry and all that, who knows how it would have turned out. I think, if anything, Jay probably had enough firepower that if he was just real conservative with with just barely sneaking in on line of sight and then shooting a turret down, you know, he might have been able to get it.
My mom got it. When I was a kid.
We're almost there. Once the turrets are all down, it's your call, Jay, if you want to get all the steel plates. I plan on doing it. That's just how I've always done my raids, thoroughly.
In like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think we're down to just the last turret, it looks like. But do we have better tools? Because I'm using tier 1.
Junkyard and got tossed around the brain, someone made
And actually, I'm down to 18 oxygen. So if we can manage getting the good tier of tools, I bet you I could end this video without dying.
Well, whatever happened.
I'm going back to the ship to try to get some better tools. Do you have some better tools, or we're just stuck with tier 1? Okay, we'll just go with tier 1, and everybody just grind as fast as you can. Throw all your stuff, everything you pick up, throw it into a container on the ship. Let's get this all wrapped up. It's in there. If you look around in the ship, you'll see it.
She never came back after she went to fight.
Here, I'm right next to it. I'm gonna go ahead and fill my energy up while I'm here, and then if we do this right, we should be able to grind the rest of that base down on one run. We're taking the base for all it's worth. When you get to a cockpit, hack the cockpit so you can get in, grab the parts out. Because like one of them, I noticed he had some ammo in the cockpit.
Who are they?
You know, just do your best to be thorough about it and make sure we get as much as possible. This is basically what we're here for, is to grab all the resources that were left, and so we might as well do it the right way. Unfortunately, we didn't get any kills out of it. We did get killed a couple times, but I've said it in past videos, if nobody's around to watch you die, then they don't even know that they killed you. So technically, he's going to come back when he comes back, and he'll just be like, oh man, somebody took down my whole base. And that's all he'll know. He'll probably imagine in his head, he'd be like, oh, I bet it was a real pain in the butt and I killed them 100 times. But, you know, we died like 2 or 3 times, and it wasn't a big deal. And actually, I made it.
Should we leave a mark?
Yeah, what you could do, there's a couple different kinds of marks. So there's a mark that he can't tell who did it. And the way to do that is, let's leave his entire floor intact, and then you can try to draw like a name or something by removing blocks. Otherwise, another way is like leave his reactor there with a couple ingots so it won't despawn, and then you can put an LCD on it and just say, haha, you were had, or something like that. I mean, you can do it any way you feel like. Be creative about it. There's, like I said, there's a couple ways to be anonymous and a couple ways to make it to where he's going to see who did it, you know. We got a couple of busy engineers here. We're using the cinematic view here. We can see 3 guys grinding away, just working at taking what we can, taking what was left for us. Getting down to my last 10 oxygen. Hopefully we can get the job done.
My energy is low.
If not, I think I'll probably end the video right before I die from suffocation. but you can already see what's happening from here. We're going to grind all the blocks down. I think Jay wants to just go with an LCD panel, but I'm not sure how he wants to do it.
Yeah, we can just do that.
I mean, get
Do you have the parts for an LCD panel? I'm sure we can scrounge them up somehow. It's mainly displays. Even the survival kit can probably build an LCD panel if you just queue it up. Canadian's telling me it's too quiet. I think he might be getting paranoid. Oh, I got plenty of sound effects over here. I mean, I hear the grinding going on.
I hear something. Everyone be quiet.
Wait, are you talking about Canadian?
He coughed for a second.
No, he's got his mic muted. That was Broman Coffee.
No, he just changed it. Canadian.
Oh no, that was someone in the background on Broman.
That was my dad.
No,
That was my dad.
Yeah, Canadian's muted. Does he actually have a mic?
Yeah.
I'll play the video back and tell you what I see. Getting down to the last 3 oxygen. I decided, heck with it, I'm going to go ahead and respawn. We'll just let the video go till we end up moving away from here. Just to make sure we do make it away from here. I don't see why we wouldn't. I mean, we are kind of running that risk that someone else is going to show up because this area did ping about 12 hours ago, but it's pretty unlikely. We're down to the last 1 oxygen. We'll go bring this stuff in. Put it into I'll die right in front of the survival kit.
You can reach the survival kit, okay?
Yeah, but I'm out of oxygen. There's no oxygen anywhere.
I got oxygen from it.
From the survival kit?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Not the one that says.
Oh, I did. Yeah, he does have a voice. Is there any oxygen bottles? Okay, I'm dying now. Yeah, I don't see any bottles. And that survival kit's definitely not filling my oxygen. It fills my energy. Well, this is it, people. I'm dying. First death of the raid. But we're practically there. I'll go ahead and keep recording until we finish the very last block. But yeah, we're probably going to be there in a couple minutes. I give it about 5 more minutes. We'll be done with all the blocks in there. Did you already go and get the reactors and the uranium ingots? We'll just get them as we find them. I'll just get them as I get to them. Right now I'm just burning through all these armor blocks.
For the panel.
Okay, you work on the message then. We'll just keep grinding away.
Yeah.
Bro, man, you're the one in red, right?
Yeah.
You're the star of the show here. Video's much more interesting when you get to see other people in it, or if you switch to third person.
Come on, let's do this quickly.
Oh yeah, let's work to the same block. Definitely makes for some faster grinding. Now that's teamwork.
Put this.
Put it where it'll get seen. Make sure it has power. So we're gonna leave them with one reactor and just stick the panel on it. Maybe put a light, an interior light turned all the way up to max, just so it's nice and easy to spot. Your inventory, just empty it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna empty out once again.
Well, it depends on what you put on the message. What do you thinking about what you're gonna put on that LCD yet? Let's put like PvP was here. Well, have you noticed that you can actually put pictures onto the LCDs? Yeah, you can actually load full-on GIF. Well, no, not GIFs, but not like animated GIFs, but you can put pictures on there. Put like a funny meme or something that applies, you know.
That's what you need.
I'm not really counting. I'm just making sure that my grinder hits another block as soon as it's done with one. And I figure we got 4 guys, so I mean, how long could it take, you know? If we had 4 elite grinders, shoot, we would have been done like 5 minutes ago, probably. But, you know, that's for next time.
Go deletion 5 minutes.
Oh, here's a good shot. I have all 4 of us in the shot, grinding a different block at the same time. There you go, people. We got a whole bunch of engineers working together to grind that shit down. Getting to the 5-minute warning. I think at the 5-minute warning point, I almost want to switch to preservation mode, where we locate the reactors, throw a couple frameworks to make sure all the segments are linked, and like turn the reactor on, you know what I mean? So that way, you know, we don't, because we don't want the cleanup. Exactly. So instead of the server claiming it to clean up, we get to
Save the block.
claim it as parts. Yeah, I always like to put these parts into like another project and be able to think, hey, these were pirated pieces, not just labored.
Yeah, we go to a train station. Yeah, we got the stuff here to trade. Would you like some? Where'd you get it? No in particular. Someone pinged.
These are pieces of dirty space. If you don't like that guy, here's his base. Parts of it. Kind of like when you chop someone's head off and then bring it back to be able to say like, yep, see? Proof that I took him out. I'm gonna check the precise time to see if it's really 5 minutes or more like, I don't know, I'll count how many minutes.
Reactor.
Okay, there's about, yeah, it's probably time to go ahead and
Wait a minute.
switch to preservation mode.
Synergy.
Yeah, I know, I don't think he got to be part of it. But he wasn't online though, I think.
He is now.
Too late. Too little, too late. I always like to say it sure beats welding. Cause like you spend all day welding and then, not me though, I'm like to the point where I really don't even weld much. I'm all about the destruction at this point. Okay, so I'm gonna, okay, you guys, let's,
Your rods out. 9 9 rods.
Leave 10 in there or something. Let's switch over to linking all these grids together, and then link them to the reactor and turn the reactor on. Let's do our best to make sure that we don't lose any of this that we didn't quite finish.
Where's the...
Okay, just if it's a small piece, go ahead and finish it. Where's that reactor at? Okay, I see the reactor.
Something on
Let me make sure this grid is named. Okay, the grid is named.
It was half built.
If you're gonna keep grinding, just make sure you're grinding on the end of a two. You know, don't break things into pieces anymore. We want to just grind off of the main piece. We saved it. All of it's saved. I don't think we lost even a single block, really.
We'll just wait.
The reactor's connected, the grid is named, and we've switched into just grinding off of the
All the
end.
grids connected, though.
Yeah, we want to. Yeah, they are. I went through and linked them all. I mean, unless there's one like way off, I don't see, but I'm pretty sure we're good. Just when you grind one off of the end, not something that's going to break stuff apart.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
All right. If we just had oxygen, we could have kept it all as one life. There's that guy Frank Yes, Synergy just jacked his base earlier today. He took all of the stuff out of his refineries and left all his blocks intact. Cleanup lag.
Could bring the
And everything
Yeah, I always get this bug too. It's like the asteroid disappears, but it's technically still there. Like you can bump into it. Yeah, we're gonna be done here real soon.
wasn't originally.
You can't see the asteroid anymore. Yeah, you shouldn't fly around unless you can see the asteroid.
Wait until everything comes back. I hope not.
Well, is there still? I think there's still collisions. Like, don't you still bump?
How close?
Oh, okay. There's not even collisions anymore.
For the moment.
Well, when you
Otherwise,
spawn back in, if you're in the asteroid, you can get out by just drilling. You just right-click drill. I kind of remember. I'm gonna just go with right here. Maybe. If not, I know how to get... Oh, look at that. I think we're going to lose this segment right here. Maybe. All right. Well, the game paused, so I'm probably going to pause the video and resume it. If I can remember my hotkeys.
About 21% oxygen, and I won't be able to stay on for long.
Got a full load of iron.
Steel plates, that is, not iron.
Oh, it's all synonymous. Blood plates are what they really are.
Energy critical.
Oh man, that one was definitely worth a bless you or like a gesundheit. I'm gonna check the list and see if those guys are online or not. It looks like they're not online, so chances are they moved away from that spot. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna end up going there and there's not gonna be anything there. What are the chances that he signed in? Well, I mean, maybe he didn't even notice that all his ingots were gone. I guess that's kind of unlikely. I think the first thing he noticed is like, well, where'd all my stuff go? I had like 5,000. He said he took all of his superconductors. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, we can definitely go over there and check it out.
Was it a stationary base?
I don't remember too well. I remember there was definitely a ship, and that was not attached to the asteroid. The other part actually had a stick that attached to the asteroid, but I don't remember it have had thrusters or not. I feel like it actually might not have. Did you get that plate put into place? The LCD? Oh, okay. We're definitely at that point because like we're about to run out of blocks to grind down. I left that reactor over there where we first made the tunnel to get in. You want to just leave this little clump of blocks here? We got to name this grid. You pick a good name and fill in the panel. I'm going to give you ownership over the actual nuclear reactor. It probably got grinded down. Why? I don't think we needed it.
Well, do you think he needs?
Oh, from what I've seen here, I'm convinced he has a ship. And this was like basically his way of pinging on purpose to get people to show up, or I'm not 100% sure what the idea on this project was. Maybe what he wanted was to be able to have kind of like have a fight near the asteroid against another ship, but then see if he could lure them to where they kind of like expose their ship to the entrance of this cavern, and then suddenly got whaled on by a bunch of turrets. I'm not really positive exactly what his thinking was, but
Yeah, I don't.
That's one way that I could imagine it being used. Dude, are you really grabbing rock or what? Are we mining rock now? We're back to the Stone Age. We gotta have like some displays. We're working on it. I guess we're grabbing stone, and can't you just disassemble some glass or something?
There's one.
I don't see much in here that provides silicon. And a partridge in a pear tree. Yeah, I think I might be ready to stop the video here. Are we gonna finish the? What does the status look like on that LCD? You think it'll be done in a couple minutes, or oh, you do have the parts already? Okay, then let's go put the cherry on the top, and we'll wrap it up and call it a raid. But maybe we're gonna kind of just connect right up into the next raid. Like, I'll go ahead and give you the coordinates on Discord, and then actually let me check how far away. All right, so this next spot is 1200 km, 1300 km. So I think we're probably going to need to do like what we did before. I'll boost you. But the thing is, my jump drive wasn't charging this whole time. It doesn't charge if nobody's nearby it. I'll go ahead and just jump there in the jump drive real quick to see if it's still there. I'll wait for you to set the LCD so we can get a quick clip of it in the video. You gotta hit the one that says edit text. Yeah, what's up?
There's one thing I have to say to you, and that's
Have oxygen, right? You used your last breath to say, Oh, dude, I'm making you bleed all over the place,
Oh,
dude.
wait, I'm back on my own base.
Where's
Crap.
Oh, well, actually, if you just press 0 so that you pull out, like, no, yeah, and then just left click right on the thing. And then it's in that main area there. You just type a message and hit enter and watch what happens on the LCD when you hit OK. Oh, they got rid of the outer...
The outer layer for Captain's base is gone, but
How did that happen? It despawned? Or somebody else came and... Why would it have despawned? Because I was very careful to keep the power in the reactors and stuff. Did you take all of the ingots out?
I didn't. On Captain's base, no.
You left all the ingots in, or you pulled out all except for 10?
Didn't leave anything in the ship or on his base. I didn't take any.
Oh, just the ingots out of... So it was exactly like what I said, use it or lose it, right? Like, you grabbed what you could, and then...
I grabbed what I could and I into my to save it.
Right, but then his reactor still had fuel in it, right? I mean, you left like 10 or 20
Wait, are you
fuel.
talking about his ship or his base?
Both, because they were both there and looked like they shouldn't despawn the last time I saw it. All right, Jay, I'm going to jump over there and check. So his ship despawned or the base despawned?
His base is gone. However, I do see some parts of.
But not the big ship?
Let me check.
So it despawned due to lack of power?
Possibly.
But you left ingots in the reactor, right? Or did you just grind the reactor off?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Because the last time I checked it, it did have power.
I'm liking it.
Right, but I'm just trying to figure out what happened to that guy's stuff. So the ship despawned and his base also despawned. So they ran out of power is what happened. I mean, the only way they would have despawned is if they ran out of power. That's literally the only way. It does look like this base is gone now. There's nothing to raid over here. All right. Well, it looks like that's the end of the raid, and
base is here.
it's been a pleasure. Yeah, I did see the LCD.